Well, good morning to you. Guy Watson here, Bognor Regis Bonsai. Now here's a Ginkgo Biloba I bought from actually our treasurer from the club just before lockdown. And it says here it's a Ginkgo about 13 years old. I suppose that was about 3 years ago. It's got to be about 15, 16 years old. When I got it, there was actually another branch coming out here, a thick one which I removed, wired this down to try and pull this one down a bit. But it's looking quite a nice little tree, but there are some horrible roots in here which need to be addressed, and I'm going to repot it obviously. Right, so that's today's project. Okay, well the first job is obviously to take off this wire. It was used at this guy wire type thing, so we'll this was wrapped round with a bit of aquarium tube to stop it marking. And that looks like it's held it quite nicely. Yes, it's held it down. Right. Take the labels out and it's... Oh, it's coming out quite nicely. There we go. Get rid of that. Right, let me get myself some tools and then we'll get on with the scraping of the dirt away. Have a look at these roots up here. This is where the solid mark is, down here. They are solid roots there, so we'll find out what's going on in there in a minute. Right, let's see now what we can find. Just make sure you're recording. Yes. I think I'll have to go back into that same mica pot because it's quite a nice little pot. I've washed it out. Not going to be too much bothered with saving this moss. It's got some various sorts of weeds in it. So. I haven't actually repotted this since in the last 3 years. It'll be interesting to see what the roots are like. What I've inherited, shall we say. I think I bought this tree, it was either for £18 or the low 20s. I thought that was quite a good deal. Not too keen on this soil that it's in. Isn't much drainage to it. Knew there had to be some screens somewhere. There we go. I'll wash them before I... Might as well reuse these, so I'll wash them before I repot. Having said that, it's coming away quite easily. Excuse me. Oh, some motorcyclist there showing off his new birthday present. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is get my scissors and just chop off some of these old roots and just clean up a bit before I carry on. Okay, right, I have actually just scraped a bit more dirt off. I'm just going to chop off some of these major roots coming out of the bottom, which are a lot of. And then I think I'll go and give it a wash in the washing up bowl. Some very thick roots coming straight directly down here. And in fact going all over the place. I'll see more once I've washed these. Well, I think there's a possibility of quite a good root base coming on here. There's a load more roots in here, which obviously need addressing. Right, let me go and give it a wash and then tidy this up a bit. Okay, we're just back from the washing station, the washing up bowl. Let's see, now there's still a lot of these roots are tangled here. And I do not like this lot at the bottom here. I think actually they're so matted in there, I'm not going to be able to get in there. This could take a long time. And they're all matted underneath as well. I don't think I'm going to be able to do an awful lot with these roots. Still don't like this one coming across here, cutting right across. Ah, now that one's out. Oh, that was a big one. Get rid of that. Big thick roots down here, all going in the wrong direction. It looks like this hasn't had a major root work done to it for a long time, to be honest. Right, let me just have a quick go at trying to clear some more of this muck out, then I'll come back to you. I will just show you this root. Excuse me. I was just having a go at trying to get rid of some of this moss around the trunk with a toothbrush. And this root here that's popped up, which is way above the root plane, so that has to go. See how I can get round to it. Cut it off roughly first. Ah, it's looking better. Just that one root off makes a lot of difference. Right, let's see what else I can find in there. There's a lump here, but what I can do with that I don't really know at the moment. Try and get some of this dirt out and see if it makes it clearer. can push that root down there, that gets it lower. This is a nasty looking lump here. Right, let me go and wash this off, because I think this has got to go, this lump. But let me try and have a look around first with some, let's go and give it a wash first. Okay, well, with a bit more washing, this root here looks horrible. So I'm thinking that really has to go. It's gone. Now over here, these are too big and coming up here as well actually. Now how am I going to get rid of this root? Take this one here off. Right, I think that's going to have to be a matter of nibbling away at. Let me get my other cutters. Here we are. I hope you agree with me that this lump is rather ugly, so it has to go. Oh dear. Yes. I think the owner probably realised that he was going to sell this tree and so didn't do much root work on it. So I left it for the new buyer, which was me. That, I think, is just going to have to stay like that. Let me just tidy it up a bit. Right. There's some more been opened up underneath here, with roots coming straight down. This is just a mess. I didn't actually expect this sort of work out on this root, but there we go. Right, now we're getting somewhere, I think. Time for another wash. Well, that last wash has exposed rather an ugly root popping around here. This has to go. There we go. And this one here is coming up too much. Right. Oops. There are a lot of thick roots here. You know, I think I'm going to have to leave that like that. I've got a roughly flat base. Yeah, that's the way round I had it, as the front. Right, let's clean up, and I think that'll have to do for the root work. Okay, so we'll just put this simple drywall tape in here again. Just hold it while That's all we need just to hold them in. And one for the large one in the middle. So we'll put two on this one. There we go. Right, oh, I've left the tree in the water. Let me go and get it. See how it's going to look. That's going to fit in there nicely. So I'm not going to bother to tie it in. Once again, this can be done with rocks. Lift this up, make life a lot easier on the old back. And let's see how that looks. Now then, do I need to offset it slightly to this side? Yeah, I think that looks good like that. These roots here look a bit vertical. Excuse me. That one will get pushed down. Right. Oh dear, excuse me, I've got a real tickle in my throat today. Right, I think I better work some of that in before I'm much older. It has actually come up leaning a bit nicely towards the front here, so I'm pleased about that. I do like this tree when it goes into its autumn colours, the nice yellow leaves. And I'm glad to say that that first orange dream that I repotted and did that major root work on not long ago, that's now starting to show leaves on. I'll give you an update on that later on, but not on this video. And it'll do the trunk good to have all that moss removed from it. Actual fact, that's quite firm. And I don't think any more is needed on that. So, let's just take these off. Get my watering can, we'll give it a water, then a final 360. And how much have you been able to see of that? Oh, most of it. Right. Okay then, here we go. Quick watering. Hopefully it'll drip through nicely. It's quite free draining, this soil. I'm glad I had to go with those roots because some of them are in a nasty state. Right, that's dripping through now. I will give it another quick water later on. Now let's just give you a quick 360 of this. That's what I see as the front. There's the side. As you can see, it's leaning slightly towards me here. The back. And then back to the front. Suddenly looks a lot different from when I started. No moss, very little moss up against the trunk. Nice and firm in there. So I think job's a good one. Right, thank you very much then.